Okay, so lion tracks on the ground, and they are heading straight to the east. I mean, we're not really looking for lions, but we keep bumping to lion tracks. And I know that last night there were some buffaloes somewhere close by here. They could be going, looking for those buffaloes and stuff like that, or just hunting. Right here we saw one impala that was standing there very lonely. So that's also another sign of maybe that impala may have seen the lions walking past here. If not that, they've been chased. It's always nice to just look around before you actually get off the car, because several times I got out the car and the lions were like a few meters away from us. So this time I'm trying to just look around. As I can see on the road there, on the left track and the right track a little bit further ahead, the lions were sleeping there. So I will still get off to have a look, but I just need to be very careful. Right here you can see where this lioness was lying down right here. I would say that this was the front, and it seems like she was just sitting facing that way, and that's the back. I'm pretty much sure that the tail would be somewhere in the bush there, but this is definitely her butt. And yeah, the next one was lying up front, right here. Yeah, over this one here you can also see, on this one you can see where the tail was. That's the tail line, and this is pretty much the back, and the front would be about there. Okay, and from here they got up and walked straight again along the road. So they're still on the road. Let's drive down there and see if we can find, maybe we'll find them. If we don't find them, we'll find something else. That's now interesting, right? We still got these lion tracks going back towards the dam, but at the same time we can hear a clang of hyenas calling over this direction. So in this case we all try to go and see what the hyenas are doing that side, because that could be where the lions are, or maybe something else. I know the lion tracks are gone this way. There's water there. They may have maybe came to drink water and went back that way, but we're gonna follow up. Yeah, they were up and down here. Definitely the tracks came from this direction back that way, but let's stick to trying to find this hyenas. They don't look surprised at all. So we're just gonna stop right next to them and at the same time trying to listen out to this hyenas calling. I think that they are somewhere up on this ridge here. This is more or less the direction from where we were. I reckon somewhere up here. So we're gonna go a little bit further ahead and just try to have a look. Alright, now we can hear them again. I think we're gonna go directly where I was pointing out. That's the direction. Let's go there. We're gonna go off-road. Let's go around this way. Sounds like they are just up here. Just want to try to avoid this thickness here. Oh. Can hear the hyenas at the background. They are busy eating, so I think they took this kill from the dogs. We're gonna pop in on the other side there just to have a look and see if we can maybe see the carcass. Here we go. Okay, let's go around and see if we can get a good look on them. So I'm just going to sit quiet and just listen to this crunching. Tell you what, that was fantastic. I mean, obviously we went looking for dogs, but because of these hyenas now, we found the dogs. That was an impala that they were busy feeding on there. It's pretty much finished as well. Um, I know the lions are gone back to the opposite direction, but I mean, this is fantastic. Let's rather stick with this for now and see what's going on here. And then, yeah, we're gonna see if we can find the lions also. Behind them, and we're not going to be able to follow them through the bush. We're going to go back out here, there's a road, and then we're going to drive along the road. This is good. I think we got about 15 of them. That's what I counted just now. Well, obviously after losing their first kill, whether it was the first or maybe even more, but they lost one kill at the moment through hyenas. They were trying to hunt again, and these impalas are now gone. And I can see they're still continuing. It seems like they are still going to carry on hunting until when it's hot enough, and then maybe they'll just go and lie down somewhere. We will stick with them for a while and see what they are up to. Okay, I think at the moment there's just too much thinking. You can see that some of them are lying down, and they're still checking their friends there to see if they maybe happen to flush something out towards them. But so far nothing is happening. This one is kind of like thinking maybe going back the other way would be great. Yeah, you can just see some of them have eaten, some of them haven't. I mean, this guy here is looking nice and clean. This one here is definitely eaten. You will find that the ones who are eaten now, or the ones who have the blood around their faces, are the ones who actually first got to the kill or killed it from the first point before the hyenas came. How they all have more white on their tails. You know, they still have little, marks here and there, but most of their tails are white. I'm chasing something. What we're gonna do, we're gonna turn around. The easiest way to just keep them is to monitor which direction they're heading to, because if you race after them, you're probably gonna lose them. So it's just important. And you can hear, if there's a kill or something, or they do something, you will hear it. See, the other two are still here.
Good morning. Nicely done.
Trying to chase them away.
It's been amazing. Good morning, Brittany.
Morning, Chad.
Seems like they are now all giving up. But I just heard the impalas rattling on the other side, so one or two are looking to that direction. See, the others are now changing direction, also going slightly back. But it's still a good time for them to continue to hunt. It's not a bad time, it's still nice. And I see that one is definitely wanting to go back that way. So as of now, it seems like everyone's going to go there. They're still trying. Here we found them again. Alright, here they are. So again, they are still heading to the right direction, which is the direction of where we heard the impalas calling. I'm pretty much sure that they are still trying their best to get something before they go and relax. We're gonna turn around and follow them and see what they are up to. They are trying just about anything they can find. Those birds, the francolins, they're flying away from them. Yeah, it's probably about 5 or 6 of them which have eaten out of the whole pack. I mean, like I said earlier on, I counted about 15 of them. The rest of them didn't eat anything. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why they are continuing to look around for some more. Right now, as we speaking here, they're going into this block here, and it seems like they are probably gonna just take it easy for now. I mean, you cannot guarantee that if those impalas start calling again, they will definitely go for it. That was the reason why they came to this direction, and now they're just settling in because they can't really see what they heard. But my feeling, because I also heard it, is that they're not too far away from these impalas. The impalas would be somewhere close by here, within the area where we are. We haven't seen them yet, but somewhere close by here. Yeah, I always love how they become so quickly so active. You know, like if you look at the cats versus these guys, cats would sleep, and if something happens to come by, yeah, they'll wake up, but they're not as active. You know, whereas in these guys, if something like an impala comes by here, all of them they just get up and run straight to the prey. You know, where cats sometimes they miss it because they still want to try and get ready and get into that action. But these guys they don't care. They just get up and run. Yeah, and once again, I think maybe this is it for the day. It seems like they have now given up. They came to the right direction of where the impala was calling, but yet the impala is not here anymore. It's gone somewhere. And I was also thinking or hoping that they will find these impalas right here, and this is why first thing I came to this direction, because I thought this is exactly where these impalas would be. But yeah, we both got here and there was nothing. So those impalas maybe dreamed of these dogs coming or something and they're gone. So these guys, I think they're just gonna take it easy for the day. Like I said, unless if something comes by, then they will always try to take that opportunity. But otherwise, this is gonna be it for the day. Okay. All right, everybody. Once again, we're here. We found this tree, which is the sour plum. Okay, you get quite a few different species of the sour plums, but this is the one that I actually like. In terms of eating the fruit, I would rather go with this one than the other ones. The other ones are very, very sour. I mean, there's a reason why it's called the sour plum. With this tree, obviously, like I said, you can eat the plums out of it. They're very nice, you know, probably about that size, very green, and when they're wrapped, they become very red, and inside there's a big pit. So you don't just chew on it, because then you're gonna maybe break your teeth. Okay, so you just suck on it. Obviously, you have to peel away the skin, because that skin is also very, very sour, so you don't need to eat that. And just suck the stuff inside, but it's very nice. Okay. The other thing that I know that people would actually do is that traditionally the sangomas, they can make medicines from different types of trees and things like that. This is one of the trees of which you can actually use it to make medicine. I know you have to mix it with some other stuff, but there's one thing that I know for sure that you can do from this tree, by just digging out the roots, and you take the roots, you clean them up, and you just cook them, and that will actually work for you if you have like a stomach ache. So anything like that, this will clear it away. Just one tree. But like I said, you can mix it up with some other type of trees to make up different medicines. So this is the sour plum. It can grow very large, okay, but obviously it's more like a shrub type of a tree. It's not really one of those trees with big trunks or something like that. It will always be like this. It can be tall. Back at home, when we go out there looking after our cattle and cows, in fact goats and cows or cattle, we would always try to find something out there, because you stay out in the bush for a very long time, from the morning until late afternoon. So when you're out there, you will have to find yourself something to eat. So these were some of the stuff that you would eat: the berries, the fruit, bulbs from underground. There are bulbs of which you can actually eat, and that will keep you busy for a day until when you get back home and find some food. Right, here we've got these two birds on the ground, the Burchell starling. Beautiful looking bird, very long tail with very sort of black eyes, and that's how you can actually identify them from other starlings, especially with the tail and the eyes. The color, they are always exactly the same colors. Okay. Very interesting about this bird, they also nest in trees, holes. They don't make the holes, they will have to find it. It will be made by other bird species. It could be a barbet or woodpecker, things like that. And I've known that tree for a while, and I knew that the starling was always nesting there, so every season. And then one day it was a season for them to come and breed. So I just happened to be there next to that tree and seeing this bird flying up and down, the Burchell starling. And at the same time there was a squirrel. The squirrel was also running up and down the tree, which was the tree which the bird was actually nesting. So now the bird was actually chasing the squirrel. And I didn't know that because I just saw it flying up and down. And then both of them came down from the tree to the ground, running, but the bird is flying obviously, but the poor squirrel is running on the ground to try and get to the next tree, and the bird is like on it, netting it. And then the squirrel decided to come back. Now it's running back to the tree where the hole is, and it went straight into the hole. And the two of them basically went into that hole at the same time. So now the squirrel, I waited for like a second or two, and I see this squirrel shooting out of that hole. Literally, it didn't come down the trunk. It went flying out the tree, out the hole, straight out. And it landed somewhere. And I think it never went back to that tree again. Even though these guys are seasonals, they tend to go back to the same tree and use it. Somehow I learned that never leave your house for too long, because you're going to come back and find it occupied. So that's my little story about these guys, starlings. Right, folks, thank you once again for your company. It's now time for us to head back to camp, and see you again on the next one. Thank you.